Hey, what up everyone? I'm the guard and welcome back to the Stanley Parables. We're going to be finding the next set of...
All of his co-workers were
Yeah.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
Oh my
meeting
gosh,
room.
fucking flies
Perhaps
everywhere.
He had simply missed a memo.
Now let's try and remember how far back the next set is.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Yeah, on
he
the
entered
left.
the door on his left.
Let's actually look through some of these.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
That buzz sounds awfully familiar. Hello, light.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Hello, dump bucket. There are shadows, but the light isn't moving.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing
sweet Hefe. Fine, I'll leave.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, they go straight there, so we are going to go straight down. Yay, and now it goes all red. Ah!
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had
Jesus
vanished.
pricey.
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Coffee?
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing?
Why does narrator exist?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Can I get a juice?
He thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice
got to go
spoke
for
to all
eternity.
people in their dreams.
Wow.
The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
I am out of tea. That is not a good sign.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I was fine. I was getting better. Whoa, whoa, teleporting.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Fuck.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
And Stanley dies again!
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
How's that work?
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
You could definitely see all the half-life pieces.
And in a certain way,
I suppose Stanley's face is going to be the same guy from
then she remembered the meeting she had
Dad's bullshit.
The very important
I bet that's what
whose
Stanley's
impressions
face
of
looked
her
like.
would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Run from the crazy people! What? Stop screwing around!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply...
Right.
Stanley
Going
came
right.
to a set of two open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Very
It had
blue.
really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
You can all learn like this coffee. Anything else? Huh?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Right.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Now let's get down. Whee!
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Okay.
Oh, no. No,
Right.
it's to the right. My mistake. No,
The fuck?
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
What are you
It's
thinking?
clearly...
What are you... Come
Oh,
on.
dear, would you hold on for a minute?
It's left, is it?
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep.
Come on.
Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely
Oh, okay.
this way.
Down here. Oh, hey! There we go.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be
Hang on,
here yet.
the bridge
This
is
all a
already up.
spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Ah!
Okay. We just have to get back to
Employee blank 1234.
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
So how you guys doing? Hey, we're in a... out for once.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes. Right, this is one thing that really annoys me, is people leaving their computers on. Right. Newt. Oh, okay.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley,
No.
did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere?
No.
Hold on. Why am I asking you?
Yeah.
I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah.
It was right here just a minute ago.
Jesus,
I
how
know
can you
for sure
lose a
it's here
story?
somewhere.
Jeez.
Okay then, it's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
There we go. There we go.
Let's find the story.
That way. Oh, nothing. Industrial backgrounds. That's always fun to run through.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Probably.
Well,
If
I
it's
find
screwed
it
up this
unlikely that
badly.
we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Right.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yeah. We've done all this.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, great. Now there's no doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go
Just
back
walk
the
past
other
it somewhere.
direction and see if we missed anything?
How are these windows lights? What? Let's go story hunting. Okay, that's going on. This is why it's important to look at background stuff. Switch the computers off.
Aha! I
Oh,
knew
wow, okay.
we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Uh.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Whee. Oh, okay, it changed again. Oh, God, this place is a
Now
mess.
well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't
Clonk,
quite
clonk,
recall,
clonk.
but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yeah?
Do you remember, Stanley?
What?
Do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so...
I am the
good
winner!
job.
It is me!
Oh, no. I
Oh.
don't feel right about this at all. We
Where'd
both
the door
know we
go?
didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay?
Where's the
I'm
door?
getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Yeah, that room's still broken. Right, time to follow the line. Toot toot! Noot noot, motherfuckers!
See, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to
Whee!
destiny.
Oh, destiny,
Nope.
I hate that
Here's a
word.
thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying
Ah!
a journey such that a destination is inevitably coming
Line
into
doesn't
being
know what it's
by the
doing.
very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Da 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 da. What's going on with this line?
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley,
I
this
stare intently at
will
fern.
be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Fern. No, line. With the
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
So he's doing that. It's like it cut through that paper. Oh, we're back here again.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us?
How dare you,
We
Line?
trusted you. After everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
I am disappointed, Line! Let's try this again.
You know what, Stanley?
Hey!
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you
Spin!
want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley,
Finally, stop spinning.
I'm ready for it.
Oh, okay,
No,
hi.
not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just
But it
don't
seems
acknowledge
intent
it.
in coming
It
with
should be
us.
fine.
Oh, there he goes. Bye, Line. Oh,
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
What?
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
I don't even know where
And
we're
since
going.
the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right
Yeah.
is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
The Rachel's gone off. Looks like Stanley dies.
The game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Oh.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made the schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I don't know.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
I broke it hard. Ugh. Back here again, I see.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, thank you so much.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Shut up! Thank you so much for watching before I was rudely interrupted. Stick about if you want to watch the rest of these endings. That last one, the confusion ending, took a lot out of our time. But for now, just sit tight and stay shiny.